Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome all of you to G1 class. We will start our today's class with prayer. Can I please have a student on mic? Assalamu alaikum. Yes, could we have G830 on the mic? G830.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am good. Jazakumullah for asking. Can you please start reciting this prayer, which is displayed in front of you after Ta'awuz and Mia?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما.
Okay, let's try this way. So can you repeat it after me, please? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
ربي
زدني
علما. Okay, try again.
ربي زدني علما.
Translation, please.
Oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge.
Jazakumullah. So as we all know that Holy Quran has 114 chapters. So the verse which is in front of you, Rabbi Zidni Ilma, is from Surah Taha, verse 115. Jazakumullah. It was very nice. Jazakumullah. We'll now move forward to our class etiquettes. We will revise them, that whenever we come for Quran class, we perform wudu, and then we make sure that we are wearing clean clothes. We also make sure that our head is covered. So boys wear topi, and girls basically with dupatta, they cover their head. We also make sure that the place where we are sitting to attend our Quran class is quiet. And when we are logged in for our class, we have logged in with correct ID, and also we are under parental supervision. So our parents are sitting with us. Okay. All right. Right. We will now move towards. All right. So first of all, before moving to the main lesson of the day, I would like to announce that basically you all will be having upcoming quiz on this Friday, 7th of October. So the quiz will be on Zoom at this class on Friday and 6 p.m. So questions about quiz basically will be available in the Google Drive, and next to them are the page numbers to get you answers. So you can find answers as well. And it's all about, as G1 is all about learning, so that is why quiz makes learning fun. That's why you all will have quiz on Friday, 7th of October, 6 p.m. in your G1 Zoom class. Okay, so let me just show you quickly how it looks like. Sorry. So your this is the document you will find in the Google Drive. Questions will be displayed over there. and you can find it in your Google Drive. So basically, when you will open, you will see that a lesson number and the page number is over there. So you can find answers of these questions there. And this document will help you prepare for your quiz. Okay, let's move to today's lesson. Today's lesson is all about revision of lesson number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And also Tanveen practice. So basically revision of short stretches, long stretches, and Tanveen. Okay, so today is 4th of October. We are going to revise what we have learned so far. We started learning from short stretches. We know that fatha is a short stretch. It's a slanted stroke and it sits over a letter, and the time for this is 1 count. So the letter which carries fatha over it is called maftu. Okay. We know that kasra, which is also a slanted stroke, and it sits below a letter, and the time limit for this is 1 count, not more than that, not less than that. And the letter which is carrying kasra below it is called maksur. Also, we know that the ma, which is shaped stroke, miniature wow. So basically it is, it's also sits over a letter, above a letter, and it lasts for a count, not more than that or less than that. And then the letter which is carrying the ma over it is called madmu. Let's revise this again. So there are 3 short stretches, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Fatha is a slanted stroke. It sits over a letter, and a time limit for it is 1 second or 1 count. And the letter which is carrying fatha above over it, so that letter is called maftuh. The letter which is carrying kasra, which is a slanted stroke, and it sits below a letter and also gets the time of 1 second or 1 count. So that letter is called maksur because it's carrying kasra below it. Letter which is carrying dhamma, which is which sits also above a letter and has the same time 1 second or 1 count. So the letter is called madmum. So if you can see, fatha, maftu are basically similar sounding words, so you can remember from here. And kasra, maksur, dhamma, madmum, so you can try to memorize because it sounds similar. All right, we will now move to long stretches. We'll try to revise it together. Vertical fatha, which is a vertical stroke, it sits above a letter, and the time limit for this is 2 counts or 2 seconds. And again, letter which carries vertical fatha over it is called maftuh. Okay, so vertical kasra, it is a vertical stroke again, and it sits below a letter, and time limit for this is 2 seconds or 2 counts. The letter which is carrying which carries vertical fatha under it is called maksur. Inverted dhamma. So again, it's a shaped stroke, sits above a letter and has a time of 2 counts or 2 seconds. And the letter which is carrying which carries inverted dhamma over it is called madmu. Let's revise again. So vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma, all 3 are long stretches, and they have a same time of 2 seconds or 2 counts, not more than that, not less than that. Letter which is carrying vertical fatha over it is called maftuh, and a letter which is carrying vertical fatha under it is called maksur. Letter which is carrying invertical fatha over it, inverted dhamma over it is called madmum. And then again, It has 2 seconds time, 2 counts time. Okay, so let's try to find the difference. So fatha is a slanted stroke, sits above a letter, and the time is 1 count or 1 second, and a letter which carries fatha over it is called maftu. On the other hand, vertical fatha, which is a long stretch, and it's a vertical stroke, it also sits over a letter, but it has a time limit of 2 seconds or 2 counts. And a similar thing again is vertical fatha, where a letter which carries vertical fatha over it is called maftu. So the same, they both are same sounding, but they have a difference of timing. So short stretch, which is fatha, is a short stretch, and time for that is 1 count, 1 second. On the other hand, vertical fatha is a long stretch, and time for that is 2 counts or 2 seconds. But both, when they are sit over a letter, above a letter, they are called maftu. So kasra is basically slanted stroke. It sits below a letter and has a time of 1 second or 1 count. So letter which carries kasra below it is called maksur. Vertical kasra is a vertical stroke. It sits below a letter and time for that is 2 counts or 2 seconds. And the letter which carries vertical kasra below it is called maksur. Again, similarities are that letter which carries kasra or vertical kasra below it are both called maksur. Both sits below a letter. Difference of timing we have, and that is kasra lasts for 1 count, 1 second. However, vertical kasra lasts for 2 counts, 2 seconds. Dhamma is a shaped stroke, short stretch again, and sits above a letter, and it has a time of 1 count or 1 second. Letter which carries dhamma above it is called madmum. Inverted dhamma is an inverted stroke. It sits above a letter. It has a time of 2 counts or 2 seconds. Letter which carries inverted dhamma above it is called madmum. And again, similarities between them is both sits above a letter. Both are called madmum when a letter is carrying either dhamma or inverted dhamma. Both are called madmum. Difference is timing. So dhamma, dhamma lasts for 1 count, 1 second. Inverted dhamma lasts for 2 counts, 2 seconds. So we'll move to nunation, tanveen. So tanveen has also 3 types or 3. So basically, fatatain, we have kasratain, and we have dhammatain. So we'll start revising from fatatain. Fatatain means fatah 2 times, sits above a letter, and creates a nasal sound. So it lasts for 2 seconds or 2 counts, because tanveen means to produce nasal sound. So fatatain means 2 fatah sitting over a letter, above a letter, producing nasal sounds for 2 seconds. Letter which carries fatatain means 2 fatah over it is called munawwan. Kasratain means kasra, 2 kasra sitting below a letter, producing nasal sound for 2 seconds or 2 counts, and a letter which carries kasratain means 2 kasra under it, below it is called munawwan. Dhammatain, dhamma means 2 dhamma sitting above a letter, producing nasal sound for 2 seconds or 2 counts. That letter is called munawwan. So nunation, tanveen, means to produce nasal sound, and it has fatatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Fatatain means two fatah sitting above a letter and they are producing nasal sound for 2 seconds. So that is called munawwan. So any letter which carries either fatatain, kasratain, or dammatain, those letters will be called munawwan because they are carrying tanween over them. Okay, so fatatain means two fatah, kasratain means two kasra, and dammatain means two damma. So fatatain, two fatah sitting above a letter, and time for them is 2 seconds or 2 counts. Kasratain, two kasra sitting below a letter, and time for them is 2 seconds or 2 counts. Dammatain, they sit two dhammas, they sit above a letter, and the time for them is 2 seconds or 2 counts. So again, tanween means produce a nasal sound, and a letter which is carrying tanween is called munawwan. Okay. All right. Um, all right. Something is wrong. ST, can you help me?
Yes.
My laptop is stuck. So can you start sharing the rest of the PDFs? I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. The exercise one, please.
Okay. Which one is it?
It's Tuesday.
Yep.
Yes. If you can go below. The other one, 7.1. Yeah, if you can go down. Yeah, I'm actually looking for exercise, so it doesn't. Can you just scroll all the way down? I just need to see if it has exercise. Um. Okay. I'll try again. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. So we have just revised Fatataid. I'm very sorry about this. My laptop got stuck. So we just revised Tanveen, and we will move to practice of it. So exercise 11.1, and we go further down. Exercise 11.2. Okay, we'll start practicing now from exercise 11.1. SD, can I have a student on mic, please?
Yes, sure. Could we have G703?
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Aslam.
How are you?
Fine.
So we will start practicing together. Okay, so I will read it for you, and then you will read it after me.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, as you can see in this first box, we have a 3 alif, and then first alif is carrying fatha over it. Other one is carrying the middle alif is carrying kasra under it. And then this third alif is carrying dhamma over it. So we can see these are short stretches. So fatha, we will give time to fatha for 1 second, and then maksur alif. So basically, let's revise it again together. This alif is carrying fatha over it. So we know this alif is maftu, and it is a short stretch. So time limit for this will be 1 second. Middle alif carrying kasra below it. So again, short stretch, and the time will be 1 second. And then this third alif is carrying dhamma over it. So time limit will be again 1 second. So does that make sense to you?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how we will read it? A, E, U. Read it after me, please.
A, E, U.
Excellent. Now in this second box, we have alif with fatha over it. Okay. But we have another red highlighted alif with 2 fatha over it. So this alif, we know is maftu because it's carrying short stretch, short stroke of fatha. So time is basically 1 count. But here we know that alif is carrying 2 fatha over it. We can recognize from here that it is fathatain, which means that this alif will produce nasal sound, because we know tanween produces nasal sound. An. Read it after me, please. An.
Un.
Good. So in this third box, we can see alif, which is maksur. How did I know that it's maksur? Because alif is carrying kasra below it. So I know that it is a short stroke, and time for this is 1 count. So E. But I also know that this red highlighted alif is carrying kasratain below it, which means 2 kasra. So I know that it will produce nasal sound. In. E. In.
E. In.
In. Good. Excellent. In here, alif is carrying dhamma over it. We know this alif is madmoom. So time for this is 1 count. U. However, here, alif is carrying dhamma tain, 2 dhammas over it. So we know that this alif is tanveen, carrying 2 fathas over it. It is dhamma tain. So it will produce nasal sound. Un. U. Un. Read
U,
it after me. Yeah. Un.
un.
Great. Excellent. Now in this last box, we can see all red highlighted alif. First one is carrying 2 fathahs over it. Second one is carrying 2 kasra. And the third one is carrying 2 dhamma. We can straight away recognize that these are basically tanween. And so all alif over here, all these 3 alif are munawwan because they are carrying tanween over them. So alif is carrying fatatain, this alif is carrying kasratain, and this alif is carrying dhammatain. And we also know these all alif are going to make nasal sound. An, in, un. Read it after me, please. An,
In, un.
un. Very good. Excellent. Jazakumullah. Can I have another student, please?
Yes, G852.
Assalamu alaikum.
G852.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. So we are going to practice this whole line here. So I will be reading it and I'll ask you to read it after me. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So this Hamza over here is carrying 2 Dhamma over it. And this Hamza, middle one, is carrying 2 Kasras below it. And this Hamza is also carrying 2 Fathahs over it. But this Alif is not carrying anything, so we'll forget it. So these 3 Hamzas are carrying Tanween over it, which means that all of them will produce nasal sound. So read it after me, please. Un, in, an. Good. In this second box, we've got ta. And this ta basically is got 2 fathahs over it, so fatatain. And this ta is carrying 2 kasras under it, so it's carrying kasratain. So read it after me. Tan, tin. Good. Excellent. In this box, we've got 3 different ba, and they all are munawwan because they're carrying fathahs. Tanween. So bun. Read it after me, please. Bun, bin, bun. Very good. In this box, again, we've got munawwan kha. So this kha is carrying kasratain. Khin. This kha is carrying dhammatain. Khun. And this kha is carrying fatatain. Khan. Very good. Here, meme we've got, and ma is going to produce nasal sound because the first ma, second, and third, all of them got tanween over it. Mun, fatatain, because this meme is got fatatain over it. So man, min. Very good. Excellent. We'll move to another exercise now. Can I have another student, please?
Yes. G815.
Assalamu alaikum.
G815.
Assalamu alaikum.
I choose another student.
Okay.
G765.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. So we'll start practicing this first line here.
Yes.
Okay. So I will ask you to read it after me so that we can practice together. All
Okay.
right. So this first letter over here is noon, and it's also basically joined with blank alif. This noon has two fatha over it, so we can straight away recognize that this noon is carrying fathatain over it. That means this noon is going to produce nasal sound. Nun.
None.
Now, when nun is attached with further two letters before it, how will we read it? That's what we're going to look in this word over here. So here we've got two short stretch letters, two maftu letters before fathatain. So tha and then ma. So tha ma nan. Thamanan. Read it after me. Tha
Ba.
ma
Ma.
nan.
None.
Thamanan.
Ama. None.
We'll move to second. Here we've got dwa, and dwad is got two fathas over it. So dun.
Done.
Yes. So when this dwad with fathatain over it is attached with two letters of short stretches. So how will we read it all together? That's where we're going to practice in this box here.
A.
Ra,
Ro.
dan,
Done.
ra, dan.
Ara. Done.
Good, very good. Similarly over here, so we've got fa with fathatain over it. Fun.
Fun.
Okay, so we'll practice this word. A,
A.
sa,
Sa.
fun.
Fun.
Asa, fun.
Asa. Fun.
Good. Over here, raw has got a blank alif with it as well, but we'll ignore it and we'll just only focus on raw with two fathas over it. Run.
Run.
Or
Go.
the
The.
run.
Run.
Or the run.
Go. The. Run.
Good. Okay, so we've got zan.
Zan.
Good. So ju,
Ju.
ru,
Ru.
zan,
Zan.
juru, zan.
Juru. Zan.
Excellent. Jazakumullah. Can I have another student, please?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I was unmuted and I was in the toilet, so I didn't get a chance to read.
Okay, that's fine. We can practice here together, this line.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So this is ban, because we ba got fathatain over it and we know that it produces nasal sound. Ban.
Bun.
Okay, so in this box, bun is basically joined with two maftu letters before it. So we'll see how will we read it when it's combined. Na,
Na.
swa,
Saw.
bun.
Bun.
Naswa, bun.
Nasa. Bun.
Excellent. One,
Dun.
sha,
Sha.
to,
Do.
tun, shatwa, tun.
Shada. Dun.
Good. Then again, dun,
Dun.
a,
A.
the,
Da.
dun,
Dun.
ada, dun.
Ada. Dun.
Very good. Bun.
Bun.
So Now, ban, this ba with fatatain is joined with two maftu letters before it. Altogether, we'll see how will we read it. Wa,
To,
la,
la,
ban,
ban,
wala, ban.
tola, ban,
One,
dun,
fu,
fu,
ru,
ru,
tuan,
dun,
furu, tuan.
furu, dun.
Great, jazakumullah.
La,
Um,
la.
jazakumullah. So we will practice the next exercise. Can I have another student, please?
Yes. G719. G719.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So we will practice this first line together. Okay. So here, the first letter is carrying kasratain under it, which means it will produce nasal sound. Rin. Read it after me, please. Rin. Assalamu alaikum. Are you still here?
G719. Can you please unmute? G719.
Yes, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So you will have to repeat it after me, okay? So we can practice together, okay? Rin.
Rin,
Very good. Now here, rin is joined with two madmum letters, as you can see before it. So dal and ba both has got dhamma over it. That's why I call them madmum. We just revised. Du,
du,
bu,
bu,
rin,
rin,
dubu, rin.
dubu, rin.
Okay, good. Jazakumullah. And then second over here is lam, and it's carrying kasratain again. Lin.
Lim,
Okay. So zu,
zu,
la,
la,
lin,
lim,
zula, lin.
zu, la, lin.
Very good. Here, it's basically tin, that's ta marbuta, ta, and it's got two kasra under it. Tin.
Tin,
Okay, so here we've got different strokes. One first letter is maksur, second is maftu. So this maksur, both will be basically take only one count because they're short stretches. Fi,
fi,
a,
a,
tin,
tin,
fi, a, tin.
fi, a, tin.
Good. Bin.
Bin,
Okay, so here again, maksur ain and maftuh noon. So basically, we'll take only 2 seconds because each take 1 second. It's a short stroke. Stroke. I,
i,
na,
na,
bin,
bin,
ina, bin.
ina, bin.
Dal is carrying kasratain under it. So we'll read it as bin.
Then,
So over here, din is joined with two maftu letters before it, and both of them are short stretches, which means we'll give 1 second each. A,
a,
ha,
ha,
din.
then,
Aha, din.
aha, then.
Good. Very good. Jazakumullah. Can I have another student, please?
Miss,
Allah Hafiz.
miss. I need to say something. Can my sister go next?
Esti, is that okay?
What's the ID?
G720.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. So we'll practice the second line together. Okay, and I will read it and then I will request you to read it after me so we can practice together. Okay, so this first letter is dal and it's got kasratain under it. We know kasratain is tanween and tanween means to produce nasal sound. So this letter will produce nasal sound. Din.
Then
Good. Now here, din is joined with two maftu letters, which means two letters which are carrying the short stretch or short stroke of fatha over them. And the time of fatha is 1 second. We'll read it as ba,
ba
la,
la
din,
then
bala, din.
bala then
Good. Here, ba is carrying kasratain under it. So we'll read it as bin.
bin
Right. Here, bin is joined with two maftu letters again. We'll read it as la,
la
ha,
ha
bin,
bin
laha, bin.
laha bin
Good. Here, so this ba is carrying kasratain under it. So we'll read it as bin.
bin
Right? Here, two letters, two first letters are maftu again. We'll read it as wa,
gha
da,
the
bin,
bin
ghada, bin.
oda bin
Very good. So here we've got dal, which is carrying kasratain under it. We'll read it as din.
then
Good. B,
b
ya,
ya
din,
then
B, ya, din.
b ya then
Very good. Here, noon is carrying kasratain. So we'll read it as nin.
nin
And here, both letters are maftu with fatha over them. So we'll read it as ha,
ha
sa,
sa
nin,
nin
hasanin.
hasanin.
Very good. Before I move on, Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz, before I call another student on mic, can I please request all students that today's registration link is shared in the chat box. Please go and click it and mark your registration for today's lesson. Jazakumullah. SD, can I have another student on mic, please?
Yes, G793.
Assalamu alaikum.
G793.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good. Jazakumullah. So we'll practice this line together. This ta marbuta, ta, is carrying two kasras under it. So we know that this ta is carrying kasratain under it. Okay. So that's why we'll read it as tin. Read it after me, please. Tin.
Then
Jazakumullah. Now here, there are two maftu letters before it, and these are short strokes, which means we'll give them time of 1 second each. Sa,
sa
a,
then
tin,
sa
sa'atin. Very good. Read it again.
Sa'atin.
Good. Very good. Here, sin is carrying kasratain under it. We'll read it as sin.
Sin.
B,
B.
or,
Ko.
ba,
Ba.
sin.
Sin.
So
B.
this whole word has 4 letters. So 3 of them is short stretches, which will take only 1 second each. But the last one is munavvan because it has kasratain under it. So all together we'll read it as bi ba sin.
Sin. B. Ko. Sin.
Bi ba sin.
B. Ko. Sin.
Very good. Nice. Here alif has kasratain under it. In.
In.
Ha. Ha. Are you still there?
Yes. It just
Okay.
stopped me from speaking.
It's fine, no problem. We'll try again. So, ha,
Ha.
ma,
Ma.
in,
In.
hama, in.
Ma. In.
Good. Min.
Min.
So here again, be,
B.
the,
The.
min,
Min.
be the, min.
B. The. Min.
Very good. Would you like to try, give it a try yourself?
G.
Kin.
In.
Because kaf is carrying kasratain under it, and you know that kasratain will produce nasal sound. Kin.
In.
Fa,
Fa.
la,
La.
kin.
Kin.
Very good. Fa, la, kin. Very nice. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now. Okay, so we'll practice this exercise now. Can I have a student on mic, please?
G716.
Assalamu alaikum.
G716. Please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, so how are you?
I am good. Jazakallah.
Very nice, very good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we'll start practicing this whole line together. Okay, so as you know, we're practicing tanveen, but we're also revising with it our short stretches. So the first word has 3 letters in it. First 2 are carrying the stroke of dhamma over it, which means we'll only give time to 1 second or 1 count. And then the last word is munavvan, which means to dhamma. It's carrying over it, dhamma time. Okay, so we'll read it as ku. Can you read it after me, please? Ku,
Who.
tu,
To.
bun,
Bun.
kutu, bun.
Hutubun.
Very good. Ahadun,
Ahadun.
naba'in,
Naba'in.
humurun.
Huburun.
So mu, it's meme.
Mu.
Humurun.
Humurun.
Very good. Wasatwan,
Vasakan.
one. So we'll break it down like wa, sa,
Wa. Sa.
sa, twan,
Tan.
wasatan,
Wasatan.
khushubun.
Hushubun.
Very good. Okay. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now. Can I have another student, please?
G807. G807.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so we'll practice this line together. Okay,
Yes.
labanan,
Labanan.
masalin.
Masalin.
Very good. This is a quite big word, so we'll break it down. Fa,
Fa.
nu,
Nu.
zu,
Zu.
lun.
Lun.
Fanuzulun.
Banuzulun.
Good. Waladan,
Waladan.
haraman,
Haraman.
furushin.
Furushin.
Very good. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now. Can I have another student, please?
Yes. G810.
Assalamu alaikum.
G810.
Assalamu alaikum. G810.
No, actually, there is a student. G833.
G833. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
Assalam.
assalam. Walaikum assalam. Okay, we'll quickly practice this last line together. Ju.
Judadun.
Good. Very good. Judadun. Read it again.
Judadun.
Good. Very good. Labanin.
Labanil.
Would you like to try this word yourself?
Yes. Humazatin.
Very good. Humazatin.
Unuhin.
Very good. Would you like to?
Wadamu.
Good. Nice.
Ajalun.
Very good. Excellent. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay. So quickly we'll practice some of the lines of this exercise. Can I have a student on the mic, please?
Yes. G846.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
We'll quickly practice this together.
Okay.
As you know, we're practicing Tanveen lesson today, and also we're revising short stretches. So this first word in the box got two first letters, which is short stretches. We'll give time of 1 second to one count. And the other word is munawwan. Okay. Ghadaban,
Khadaqan.
akhun,
Akhun.
rusulun,
Rusulun.
qatarun.
Qatarun.
Good. Very good. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now. Can I have another student on mic, please?
G801.
Assalamu alaikum.
G80.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Jazakumullah. Let's practice this line together. Okay. Amadan,
Amadan.
bisha,
Bisha.
rorin,
Raren.
bisha, rorin.
Bisharoren.
Good. Rohaqan,
Rohapan.
qan. That's qaf. Rohaqan.
Rohakan.
Very good. Nafarun.
Nafarun.
Very good. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Okay, students, it's time to wrap up.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. So we'll quickly revise. Today we revise short stretches, which are fatha, kasra, dhamma, and we give time to one count to them. And we also revise short stretches, which is fatha, which is vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma. And time for them is 2 seconds. We then revised and practiced tanveen together, fathatain, kasratain, and dhammatain. The letter which is carrying fathatain, kasratain, and dhammatain over it is called munawwan. Okay. So homework for you is you're going to practice exercise 11.6, which is on page number 61, the first column in Talimul-Quran, which is this exercise that we started practicing together right now. This exercise here, as you can see. So this is 11.6, page number 61 in Talimul-Quran. Make sure when you're practicing, you're paying attention to the timing and also the rules, and also the short stretches and long stretches attached to them, joined to them. Okay. When you're going, before going, please go to check box, and if anybody missed the marking their registrations, please do that. Jazakumullah for coming. We'll now quickly do our daily dua. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Esti, can I have a student on mic, please?
Yes. G729.
Assalamu alaikum.
G729.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'll choose another student. G833.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. We'll quickly read this dua together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم مرحمني بالقرآن العظيم. Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran, the Great. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz for now. Jazakumullah to all students for coming online for their class. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll see you tomorrow. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.